But I guess that's just not gonna be the case. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little while since we've done a fertility update. That's pretty much just because we didn't really have much to update. We were kind of just in a waiting period after I had that surgery to see if the surgery would make it so that I could get pregnant. I had been in contact with a clinic and we were like, I was all set to order meds. I actually got I'm getting some of my meds today. And it's just progesterone and oil, so it can be used regardless of if we do IVF or if we somehow got pregnant naturally. So it's not a huge deal. It's not like the big IVF medications. But that clinic that I was working with, we were set up to do a January retrieval and transfer. But I just happened to look up their stats. I didn't really know you could do this with the CDC. You can look up the success rate of the clinic and how many live births they've had and how many multiple births and all that. So when I tried to go look it up, the most recent year they have is 2017 because they have to wait for the babies to be born. So those babies could have been born as late as 2018. And then it takes them a while to compile all of the information. But so when I went to go look, in 2017, all the CDC said was this clinic provided artificial reproduction technology during the year of 2017, which means they're required to report to us, but they didn't, or their medical director didn't approve the report. So I'm not really sure why that is, but I started looking back and it looks like they haven't reported since 2012. Which makes me uncomfortable. They were lower cost, but there are other clinics that are lower cost that have a good reputation as well. So it just makes me feel weird, like if you're doing that, you must be hiding. There's got to be a reason, you know? So I was gonna call them and ask them about it, but if the stuff always happens to me on the weekends, so it was Friday, and I couldn't call them. So in the meantime, I felt like I had to do something. So I posted on some of the IVF support groups I'm a part of, and one of the ladies, I guess, lives in Utah where that clinic is, and she sent me a couple articles that back in 2007, this doctor was actually arrested for sexual abuse. So I was like, well, that's probably not going to work. So I'm really disappointed because it's frustrating because a lot of clinics have a long wait period, and I totally could have been okay with that because I started looking for a clinic right after my surgery, and I didn't expect that. I just guess I figured that if a clinic wasn't following the rules since that long ago, since 2012, that they wouldn't be allowed to operate, but I guess that's not the case. So when I was looking for clinics, I was just assuming they were all, you know, approved and all that. But that's not the case. So if you're looking for an IVF clinic, make sure you check the CDC stats and reports and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna try and call a couple clinics today and see if I can find another one to start with. I was really hoping to be able to get one. You know, I was really hoping for January. It was like I was so excited because we were finally going to be able to do something other than what we've been doing for basically the past 3 years. So I'm going to call a couple clinics. A couple of them are in Arizona. There's one here that I actually was a patient of for a little while, and they're doing a clinical trial. I don't know if I'm eligible because during my surgery they had to remove half of one of my ovaries, so I don't know if that'll be a disqualifier. But I'm going to try and call them, and hopefully we can get some good news. So, follow along.
For coordinators, press 3. For new patient appointments, press 4. For the hands. Transferring to. Two direction, this is Nancy.
Hello, I was just calling to see if I could make an appointment with you guys.
Yeah, are you calling from in or out of state?
Out of state.
Okay, so unfortunately we actually just continued our out-of-state patient program, and our provider hasn't given us a green light of when he wants us to set that up again. So he does ask our patients to call back in the new year to see if he continue that by then.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm so sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
I wish we had better news
No,
for you.
that's okay. It's not your fault.
Hopefully we'll hear from you soon and we have better news by then.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, bye.
So that clinic was the #1 clinic on my list, which is why we called them first. So they were offering as low as $5,000 for like a full IVF cycle, and they have super good reviews, and they have a lot of reviews because a lot of the clinics I've looked at didn't have like half the reviews that these people did. So and I heard some good things about them, like being from personal referrals from some of the people on the online groups. So that's disappointing. But I was expecting to have like a 3-month wait or so with them, but I wasn't expecting to say that. So, I haven't called the next clinic yet. I'm probably gonna wait a couple minutes and maybe go take the dogs on a walk or something, because I don't want to. I don't want to call the next clinic and practically be in tears before I even talk to them. It just used to be like this stuff didn't bother me as much. Leroy's throwing his phone around. That's what all that noise is. Thank goodness for dogs, because they make us smile. Like a year and a half ago, that probably wouldn't have bothered me so much, but I just feel like we're starting to run out of options. And here in Vegas, like, we could do it for $20,000 or $25,000, but I don't want to take out a loan to do something like that. So it's just hard. And I was just really hoping that we could use that clinic, and it doesn't sound like they're probably going to be doing anything anymore. So, I don't know. Like, the only other clinic that's in town that I can think of, is one that I was a patient at, and they're offering some, like a clinical trial, but like I said earlier, I don't know if I'll even be, can't figure out my camera. I don't know if I'll even be eligible to do that. So if I'm not eligible to do that, it's gonna be like $20,000, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of out of the reach for right now. I guess we could do it later in the year, but I was just hoping to, you know, have a baby by 2021 at least. And it's almost Christmas again, and I was sure after we lost Finn, I didn't even think it was a possibility to not be pregnant by now, because I thought we figured out, because we got pregnant with him naturally. And I thought it was diet related, and I thought that it would work out again. So I was thinking I'd be like, you know, probably 9 months pregnant by now, after we had waited the time that we should have waited, and that was even figuring for a couple months after that, but I guess that's just not gonna be the case. So I'm still on hold with CNY. It's been about 12 minutes, but I'm just looking into another clinic called HRC in California, and they offer 40% off for medical workers, but only until December, the end of December, so I don't know if that's gonna work out for us, but it's worth a try. So I did get an appointment at a clinic called HRC. It's in California, which is nice because it's close enough. Like, it's a 4 to 5 hour drive, so I could do a turnaround trip if I needed to, which is good. The only problem is California is so expensive to stay in. So we're gonna see, we might have some family that we might be able to stay with out there, and if not, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. But I got an appointment with them on the 28th of December, so I'm super, super hopeful. My next cycle shouldn't start, my cycle now started just today, so my next cycle shouldn't start until like midway through January. So I'm super hopeful if we get this appointment in December, end of December, that we'll still be able to do something in January, I hope. So this clinic was offering, like, it's normally a full price clinic, but they were offering a discount for anybody that's a healthcare worker or a frontline worker. So they were offering 40% off, so I'm so grateful. So that's about $5,600 with the discount, and plus meds. And if we wanted to freeze the eggs, that was an additional cost, but it was only like $800, which is pretty standard, I've noticed. So crossing my fingers, now I have something to look forward to. Hopefully it's a wonderful belated Christmas present.